You feel cocky? You feel cocky about the song Wood?
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
No way.
Anyone in my position in my industry has to be is you have to really think your way around every single thing you say before you say it.
The pop culture landscape, or the Taverse as it's been aptly nicknamed, has been more unpredictable and thrilling than a Chiefs game in overtime. The past few weeks have delivered a masterclass in modern celebrity drama, blending music, sports, and social media into a sprawling, interconnected narrative. It's a saga that has everything: clandestine Instagram likes, lyrical detective work, blush-inducing podcast revelations, heartfelt family moments, unsolicited Annie advice, and a potential peace treaty brokered through a nostalgic movie review. At the center of it all is Taylor Swift, an artist who has long understood that her life is not just lived but produced. A continuous cinematic release for her global audience, the latest episode began with a subtle, digital spark. Charli X, the avant-garde pop provocateur, casually double-tapped a meme poking fun at Taylor Swift's shiny new engagement ring and her NFL star fiancé, Travis Kelce. In the hyper-observant world of stan culture, a like is never just a like. It is a statement,
Wood, great soundtrack.
a declaration of war, or a desperate cry for attention, depending on who is interpreting it. The internet, functioning as judge, jury, and executioner, wasted 0 seconds transforming that tiny, fleeting tap into a full-blown scandal. Screenshots were taken, Reddit, threads were ignited, and the narrative was set. Charli was throwing shade. This digital friction coincided with the release of Taylor's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, an event that itself is a global exercise in forensic analysis. Fans, armed with a decade of experience decoding Easter eggs, instantly zoomed in on the song actually
But this is the thing, Taylor, from Auntie, I want to caution you about, because my mama she would always tell me, do not tell your girlfriends how good your man treats you.
Romantic, the opening line, which references a boring Barbie and Coke Courage, was immediately dissected and connected to a long-standing, albeit unconfirmed, rumor that Charli had once referred to Taylor by that dismissive moniker years ago. The theory took flight. This was Taylor's calculated clapback, a lyrical missile launched from the heart of her album. The beauty of Taylor's songwriting, however, is its plausible deniability. Insiders were quick to claim the track wasn't a diss at all, but rather a song about the surreal realization that someone you never considered a rival secretly viewed you as competition. This, of course, is ironically the most Taylor Swift phenomenon imaginable. Her very existence seemingly generates rivalry, real or perceived. Meanwhile, Charli X, no stranger to being embroiled in fan-concocted feuds, remained characteristically enigmatic. The infamous like vanished from the meme as quickly as it had appeared, a move that only added more fuel to the speculative fire. Was it a genuine mishap during an endless scroll? A moment of petty indulgence swiftly regretted? Or a deliberate act of guerrilla marketing, knowing the storm it would provoke? Charli offered no explanation, allowing the mystery to simmer and proving that in today's attention economy, even the most minor digital interaction can trigger a seismic cultural event. Just as the online discourse around Taylor and Charli began to reach a fever pitch, the narrative was hijacked by a far more personal and revealing source, the Kelce family podcast. Travis and his brother Jason, on their show New Heights, decided to wade into the pop culture bonfire.
You feel cocky?
And the subject was a track that had already broken the internet
Well, it's not
for
just you,
entirely
though.
different
It's an
reasons.
appendage. It's not just
This song,
you as
from
a...
Taylor's new
It's a very
album,
specific
is not a gentle ballad about forestry. It is a boldly intimate and sexually charged anthem, filled with metaphors that are about as subtle as a touchdown spike. Lyrics like Redwood Tree, "It ain't hard to see," left little to the imagination. And the entire Swiftie fandom was blushing on Taylor's behalf on the podcast. Jason Kelce, embodying the quintessential older brother, could not resist bringing it up. With a smirk that broadcast his intentions to lovingly embarrass his sibling, he called it a great soundtrack. Travis, for his part, attempted to play it cool, laughing and dodging with the practiced ease of an athlete in a post-game press conference. But Jason was relentless.
And I had this idea about, like, I ain't gotta knock on wood, and we would knock on wood, and it would be all these superstitions.
And it really started out in a very innocent place.
Steering the conversation into dangerously explicit territory by explicitly connecting the song's metaphor to Travis's anatomy. Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song, Wood? Jason prodded. Well, it's not just you though. It's an appendage. The studio erupted in laughter as Travis squirmed, offering a weak denial that he even understood the metaphor of protest that only made the entire segment funnier. Jason, the menace, even joked that if a song were written about him, it would be more Japanese maple,
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis, come on.
No way.
with a knowing smile that it escalated somewhere along the way. The Kels Brothers podcast segment was the undeniable proof of that escalation, transforming a private intimacy into a public and uproarious conversation amid this whirlwind of spicy lyrics.
You sound like my family right now. Every one of my family members were like, that's how we have been. We've been just, all we want is that for you.
And podcast teasing. Taylor offered a moment of genuine, soft-hearted sentiment. She took a press opportunity to reflect on the now iconic photograph of her first public date night with Travis Kelce, the image of them cruising away from Arrowhead Stadium in a vintage convertible. A scene that felt ripped from a Heartland romance film. She revealed that her
Fantasies have already started about Travis Kelce. When Travis is catching passes, I'm the ball. That's
family's reaction to that picture was profoundly emotional. "You sound like my family right now," she told an interviewer. "Every one of my family members were like, that's how we have been. We've been just, all we want is that for you." This admission was
Anyone in my position in my industry has to be is you have to really think your way around every single thing you say before you say it.
more than just a cute anecdote. It was a window into the immense pressure and scrutiny Taylor has endured for over half her life. She spoke of the constant overthinking required to navigate her position, having to premeditate every word and action for its potential global fallout. "When I met Travis," she confessed, "I started to feel a little bit like I could be a person who could have romantic whims and have these dreams. This was the
see Ice Spice and Sabrina Carpenter. They're gonna be like, hey, you got any extra tickets to the game, Taylor?
softest plot twist in the Taylor Swift cinematic universe, the global superstar, for the first time, feeling permission to simply be a woman in love, without orchestrating every single moment. However, not everyone was applauding this new era of open romance and racy lyrics.
You sound like my family right now. Every one of my family members were like, that's how we have been. We've been just, all we want is that for you.